This is shocking. SpaceX and NASA discovered a planet that shouldn't exist. Humankind has always had a deep interest in space exploration. Over 3,200 stars with planets rotating around them have been identified by scientists. But have you ever wondered of having a planet like Jupiter or larger than Jupiter? It was on 8th of December 2021, ESO, European Southern Observatory, shockingly released a statement which says ESO have found a planet that shouldn't exist at all. What is this new planet all about? Why do people think that it shouldn't exist? Hold on to the end of this video to know more about this new planet. Welcome to Elon Musk Newest. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update on the new things we bring for you regarding the tech magnate Elon Musk and his wild endeavors. Astronomers have discovered a planet that is 10 times larger than Jupiter, located around a pair of giant and extremely hot Type B stars. Researchers never expected the B-type stars to support planets. This is the first time a planet has been discovered around such a star system. For perspective, the exoplanet is 10 times bigger than Jupiter, making it one of the largest exoplanets to be ever discovered. You might be wondering what these Type B stars are. Don't worry, I will let you know. These Type B stars are the stars that have mass from 2 to 16 times the mass of the Sun, and their surface temperatures are between 10,000 and 30,000 Kelvin. These Type B stars are extremely luminous and blue. Their spectra have natural helium, which are the most prominent at the B2 subclass, and moderate hydrogen lines. The Harvard series of stellar spectra was used to introduce this class of stars, which was reported in the revised Harvard photometry collection. The presence of non-ionized helium lines in the blue-violet section of the spectrum with the absence of singly ionized helium was used to define Type B stars. The outer atmosphere of Type B stars is devoid of a corona and a convection zone. They lose mass at a faster pace than smaller stars like the Sun, and their stellar wind speeds are around 3,000 km per second. The CNO cycle of thermonuclear fusion is responsible for generating energy in main sequence Type B stars. Because the CNO cycle is temperature sensitive, energy creation is focused around the star's core, resulting in a convection zone around the core. As a result, the hydrogen fuel and the helium byproduct of nuclear fusion are continuously mixed, with an equatorial rotation velocity of roughly 200 km per second. Many Type B stars rotate rapidly. Here, the CNO cycle refers to the carbon-nitrogen-oxygen cycle, a process of stellar nucleosynthesis in which stars on the main sequence fuse hydrogen into helium via a 6-stage sequence of reactions. This now can be referred to as an exoplanet. But what exactly is an exoplanet? Any planet outside of our solar system is known as an exoplanet. The majority of exoplanets circle other stars, while rogue planets or free-floating exoplanets orbit the galactic center and are unattached to any star. By measuring exoplanets' sizes, diameters and masses, weights, we can see compositions ranging from very rocky, like Earth and Venus, to very gas-rich, like Jupiter and Saturn. Exoplanets include elements that are comparable to those found in our solar system's planets, although their compositions may differ. Water or ice may dominate some planets, but iron or carbon may dominate others. We've discovered lava worlds with molten seas, fluffy planets with the solidity of styrofoam, and planets with dense cores that are still orbiting their stars. More than 4,000 of verified exoplanets have been discovered, and the number is growing. That's just a minuscule fraction of the galaxy's total population, as the number and observation capability of robotic telescopes lofted into space grows. The number might reach the tens of thousands within a decade. About the gigantic star, this star is more than 3 times as hot as the Sun. Scientists have named the planet B Centauri b. This changes a lot we know about the binary star system, situated 325 light-years away. The huge mass was discovered in the constellation Centaurus. Circling B Centauri, a pair of stars at least 6 times the mass of the Sun that are gravitationally connected to one another, using the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope in Chile. The planet's orbit is nearly 100 times larger than Jupiter's and 560 times wider than Earth's, making it the hottest and most massive planet hosting system discovered to date. According to researchers, what makes this discovery more interesting is the fact that no planet has ever been discovered circling a star more than 3 times the mass of the Sun until this current discovery, which is located roughly 325 light-years from Earth. Some astronomers have previously assumed that planets could not exist near stars this large and hot, but their words are now rewritten. Astronomers made this statement because planets are formed when material collides inside massive disks of whirling gas and dust that encircles young stars. Larger stars are supposed to suffocate the planetary formation process by emitting so much high-energy radiation. That belief has been shattered by this discovery. I kinda went into it with a blank mind, so to speak. Johnson tells Inverse, I thought that there might be no planets around the stars, which would be interesting, but there might also be potentially plenty of planets around them, which would be even more interesting. This one might not have had such a violent past. It might have had a rather calm past, Johnson claims. Perhaps it developed not far from where it was discovered today. That means that it's really hard to be able to form very rapidly, Johnson says. They wouldn't have time to form before the disk goes away, so they don't have anything to form it. The team was not only surprised to find a planet so early on in their survey, which took place between March 2019 and April 2021, but its features proved to be even more surprising. The studies suggest that planets can dwell in far more massive star systems than what would be predicted from extrapolation of prior results. And some studies say the planet in B Centauri is an alien world in an environment that is completely different from what we experience here on Earth and in our solar system, according to the researchers at Stockholm University. It isn't the first time that space imagery has picked up the planet. Researchers have observed it 20 years ago, but it wasn't until current teams studied archive data that it could be identified as a planet. This might raise a doubt among yourself. Is it possible to make a living in exoplanets? Well, if we look at it from an astrobiological perspective, B Centauri is arguably one of galaxy's worst sites for life to exist, according to scientists. The binary pair generates tremendous volumes of UV and X-ray radiation, sterilizing every surface it comes into touch with and rendering life impossible on any surface in the system. Despite the fact that one aspect of its past is peculiar, the planet's orbit is relatively round, indicating a serene environment. To know more about living, one has to get a clarity on whether a person would go to an exoplanet. Well, it's not happening anytime soon, but considering the vast distances between stars and the amount of time it would take to travel between them with present technology, perhaps, like the rovers on Mars, a robot will one day visit an exoplanet. However, that day is still a long way off. And as we are getting closer to the end of the video, I will tell you a fact that may astonish you, or at least it did for me. The two massive stars in B Centauri are only a few million years old, near about 15 million years old, and our sun is estimated to be around 4.6 billion years old. Has this finding caught your interest? And do you think we can ever go to an exoplanet? Please let us know in the comment section below. Well, that's it from our side. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, make sure that you smash that subscribe button down below, and click the bell icon to be the first to know when we upload a brand new video. Thank you for watching, we'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.